So, welcome to the second episode of Lower League Degens. Before we crack on, I think we all kind of just want to say thanks to everyone in the community. There's been a great welcoming us, sharing everything. So, like Quinny sharing us on his live streams, Laird, The Ramble, Wender on Twitter and stuff like that. So, just want to say thanks to everyone before we crack on. There we go. And then Kev also messaged us about taking on a bit of a challenge. So we're taking charge of one of his Flint teams this season. I think we decided we're going to take it in turns 1 week at a time, so we can talk about it on here, what we decided to do, how we rotated the team that week and stuff like that. There's also a few like pre-season tournaments. So I think they start tonight. So Shane's going to be in charge of those. So we'll go through that in a bit. But I think we'll go through what we're doing, getting prepped for season 14. So I don't know which one of you wants to go first, but
well, I can go first. I can take it by the reins because I said I'd either be crying or I'd be happy. So
exactly.
I'd say I'm probably split 50-50 at the moment because as we were in our little chat together, I've got the 2 stone teams. What have I had to do on here? So my squad, I am now maxed, I think, on RevShare. Still don't have the players, but I've just gone out and got as many as I can. I've kind of forfeited the fact that the staying in the leagues. It just is what it is, really. We'll just see how it goes. I've still got to fill the Vintar from Thomas. So that's I'm just more interested now in my Iron team. I feel like for what I've got in there, without delving into the tactics too much, I think that is pretty good and set, and I just need a few little pieces and bits and bobs. I think on the next deposit, when we were all chatting in the chat, we were saying, I probably need to go out and buy players now to fill the teams.
Yeah, is what I was telling you about, the amount of players you've got for the teams just stretching you out, and you're having to get loads of loans.
Yeah, well, that's it exactly. But I think it's kind of. Obviously, previously I played MFL, so I should have really bought players over teams, but I was like, you know what, MFL's the best thing to get right now. But it's probably a learning curve for new people, that these are the challenges you're going to have to face. If you go to the secondary market to buy a team, expect to give up a lot of rev share. Like I said, I think Manchester I've gave up 99.9% of. Well,
that's going to give you what, two MFL at the end?
Well, I might get 1.5, and my missus might buy me a Freddo, but yeah. So I think it's a good learning curve. I kind of, when I sat there, I was like, this is for people that are new that probably might be watching us. I'm going to show you how, if you fill a squad and go through a season, like I said, them players aren't even the best players that I could have got. It was just whoever was on auto accept, because what I was finding was I was sending loads of contracts out, not really getting anything back, because obviously people are still filling squads. Didn't want to leave it till late, so then all I've got is commons and stuff. So I was like, I'm just gonna do this as a passion project now to show newer viewers that this could happen if you don't come in and probably buy a few players. I think we're all saying in the chat about players the starting with a club is this is tinfoil hat time. But yes, you can start with a club, but how you build up MFL and stuff, how are you going to do that? Whereas like I said, if I also... Go on, sorry.
People don't realize there's minimum overalls that you need for those higher teams, and getting players to fill that, you can't even just put a bronze team out or a common team out. Sorry, and just take the MFL.
Well, you can obviously, if depends on how you want to play. If you want to farm MFL, I could farm these teams all the way down now. But realistically, like if I was to ever farm, I'd probably be looking at like gold coming down from there, like your big bits of MFL every time. But it's not really worth it. I don't think in stone or anything like that. I think it's what 12k for the bottom. Is it really worth it?
So
to go down to come back up.
It depends. So I did something similar, which I bought a team in stone, got it all the way down to Spark. It should have actually gone to Flint, but I was able to sell it for I think $55 or whatever it was, and then I just bought another stone team for 60.
Yeah, well,
I'm
this
probably
is
just going to do the same again.
Go down the leagues, yeah.
Go down the leagues again to Spark, sell it, buy again another one, and just keep doing it.
Well, this is what I mean. If you're specific, like this is a very good learning curve for like newer players. If you're specifically going out there buying, like we all know how I had to bargain back for my Manchester club. There'll be someone out there that will want, like Thomas, you wanted an Oslo. If you specifically bought an Oslo really high up just to go down and collect your MFL, there's always going to be that want and need for specific locations anyway, so you're always going to have that kind of gap up on selling. So I think that's another like good learning experience for it.
But yeah, no. So you've ended up. Have you got 3 or 4 teams now?
So including Kev's. Let me go in. So I've got 4 of my own, and then obviously we've all got a slice of Hawaii.
Hawaii's 50s.
Yeah. So
he was asking me if I want to change anything, like logos or anything. I was like, "There's no need. We'll just keep it as it is."
Yeah.
Well, I was looking round in there, and I was like, we've got actually like pretty good players, to be fair. I was like, I don't think a lot needs changing. Obviously, I'm not going to go into the tactics for the games that are being played later, but I was kind of looking into it like...
You can probably go, because this will be going out after the video, so...
We after the game, sorry. We could be in that league. Pep doesn't give out his tactics, you know what I mean? But,
I don't think Pep knows his tactics till the game happens.
Well, this is what I mean. As it says there on the screen, we've just got to trust the process. And that's all we've got to do, guys. We've just got to trust the process. But yeah, I just think like with these clubs now, obviously, I'm gonna have another one because I've joined the Yorkshire TNXP, and I chose a Ram. I thought, why not? Why don't we choose a Ram? That's going to be fun, you know what I mean? Like the club that Trump didn't want there, I'll be them. But so I've chosen Ram for that. So I think I'll be running, obviously co-running now. I'll be running 5 with the 6. But like, I don't mind like loads of clubs. I think last time I was playing, I had 9 or 10 clubs. So it just keeps me on my toes. I like it.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good then. You've got a good plan, and I know you've given away a lot of your MFL, but you're ready for the season pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much there.
Cool. No, that's all good. So now if we move on to Mr. Thomas.
Yeah, I've actually had a really fun week trying to get all my clubs and players in, especially for the project I have been having a team with mostly Norwegian players, and it's been a hard stretch, and I probably paid a lot of money for older players just to get the Norwegians in, but it's actually been really fun. So for my Vintar team, I have actually assembled a squad that I hope it was going to be mildly competitive, but judging by my preseason games, this is going to be a hard season.
Yeah.
But the team is still good, I like him. I like the striker. I got him. I was so lucky because he is 31 and he didn't get a calendar, so I actually have him for at least 4 more seasons, and that's really cool because he was expensive. So it's like one.
It's always a good feeling when you don't get the graveyard.
Yeah, 6'4", so it's like he's a nice big man up front, so it will be fun. But I'm really looking forward to having this team, and come what may, if it does good and it gets to stone, I'll have another problem next year. Apart from that, getting the more.
I think
Norwegian
this team's better than my stone team.
Yeah, it looks kind of like the last ice team I got up to stone. And when I sold the stone team, I sold to Shane. And but it's like this is an old team, so next rollover I'm gonna be biting my nails on that one because there's so
Fingers
many.
crossed.
Yeah. Apart from that, I've found
we are
out
recording
after-
this in the middle of the FA Cup final.
I'm going to say I'm very sorry, but you want to come on.
And apart from that, I went in for a late night Degen session and bought a few packs and ended up finding myself that I needed another club as well. So I went in and got the Wrexham club, bought it from directly from MFL, and was really lucky with getting the Wrexham place. So I had a few messages after putting that out on X that, I want to buy your club, but I was jealous.
I was going to say, Harry Trades is probably looking at it already.
You know what's crazy? So, like, I find it really hard to sleep. So, like, what I'll do is most nights I'll just keep on going through, like, the marketplace. And then all I see is RT Football has bought this. Bought this. And I'm just like, I sat there watching the buys and I'm like, yeah, I like this.
I don't know when he sleeps either.
No, I've got the weird sleep schedule. So it's basically in midday when I don't have my taxi out. So it's like, I'm trying to get that in order, but
he's mid there and he's just like, 1 second, pal. I've just got a Wrexham club.
Yeah.
that deserves a tip. Come on, pal.
So I'm running that one myself. No, I actually got Guido to take that one for me. He gets some MFL for it, so that's cool. And then I have my academy team, basically with nothing much in them. Wrong
Is it
computer.
just pretty much commons or?
Yeah, commons with a few limiteds. It's basically for progression on the younger ones and trying to get some progression out of it. And then I have my Spark team.
It still throws me off that it goes common, limited, uncommon.
Yep.
I don't know why, but it just doesn't.
That's never sat right with me either. I'm just like, common, uncommon, limited. Like,
yeah, it's common. It should be common, uncommon, limited.
Yeah, it's always like kind of done me a bit. I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, especially when like one's green and then the next one's like gold. I'm like, yeah, the gold standard boys. No. Yeah.
Weird.
Well.
And so basically I went in with the new club I bought I bought a second new club as well from Sandnes, which I rebranded to Rogaland. It's a Spark team, so I made a good deal for one of my Flint teams, and I got the Oslo team with a few bucks in between. It was with a trade-off, so it was cool. Here I basically stacked.
That's good.
It's a team I hope can get out of the division, but if it doesn't, I'll be happy. It's mostly for progression with my young limiteds and trying to get some of them up there. And of course, the last one is my Oslo team, the one I got traded with, and I thought I would have a good team here, but it doesn't look good, and the preseason games are not they're not been good for me at all. So I need to do some really testing in this weekend and before the season starts. But I don't know
if you want to go into this, but you've been playing 4 at the back or?
I'm 4 in the back, yeah.
Okay. I found the 5 at the back's pretty strong in the new engine.
Yeah. I know. I see that on my Wrexham team because he plays a 5 at the back. But I refuse to park the bus. I refuse to go 5 at the back.
See, if
he wins you.
No. I have my principles.
See, if we had the formation change though, so like my suggestion was in the Discord is the 5 at the back 5-3-2 right now is a left mid, right mid, and a centre mid. Well, if I'm playing 5 at the back, I want my wing backs bombing up, and I want like the centre of the pitch just staying and like pass the ball, be nice. Instead, like I played it in like a little friendly thing. My right mid's up in right wing. My right wing back's in the middle. I'm just like, what's going on? Like, I'm a bit of Brian Clough here at the side. Like, boys.
All I'm saying is my left wing back is just amazing all of a sudden.
Yep.
Like, that man can't play left back. He's a left wing back on a lower rating than he is left back, but he's just pinging balls across.
And
I'm just scoring goals from left wing back to right winger.
Yeah. That's a good combo. I've seen also in my games as well that the left and right mid crosses really nice between them, and you get from end to end, and it's really been fun to see. And it's also been fun to see like this new player I got from my Degen pack, young one, 23-year-old Japanese cam. He will hopefully do good for me. And
the guy that said he needed right wing or left wing.
Yeah, the guy, he needs a right wing, but he doesn't have it, so I'm basically screwed there. But apart from that, this team is mainly, I'm going to play, I have a better right mid than this one, but I want him to progress because he's young. So I'm planning on generating some from him. But apart from that, I've basically been, as Shane said, buying a lot of players, buying young players as well. It's been really fun to see.
So are you mainly your own players, or you've got any loans in?
No, I think across all my clubs, I think I have 10% rev share, 8 or 10% rev share on the Oslo team, the Norwegian one. And apart from that, I'm basically no rev share at all, apart from paying the manager for the Wrexham team. Yeah. And that's what basically was my strategy this year. I paid a lot. I paid around 50% MFL of my Stone team last year, and I didn't want that this year. So I basically went and bought a few players in. Hopefully they will generate more MFL, or I can then sell them when they progress, if they progress.
So what did you do, Tom? Did you double it and give it to the next person? I'll just pay 100% this year. Thanks, pal. Thanks, mate. I'll be giving 150% away next season. Cheers.
I'm going to try selling a kidney next.
I've got 3 kids. I'm sure I can sell online. Just take them. Oh, but no. I think everyone's doing really well now, and I think like teams are like starting to get set up. But you know what's really disappointing? Like with my Iron team, I go and find a random match and it's putting me against Stone teams, and I'm kind of like getting scared now. I'm just like really like scared. I'm like, I'm hoping like it's not the level of Stone, or otherwise.
I'm the opposite, mate. I've got a Stone team. I'll put a friendly out, and I'm coming up against a Flint.
Really?
I'm like, what am I doing here? The amount of times I've done friendlies, and it's either a Flint or a Spark team.
Yeah. But while doing all the friendlies I've done, it's like I see the level of some of the Flint teams and some of the Spark teams. It's gonna be hell to get out of some of those divisions.
That's why when we were talking about Kev's team and we were saying he's actually given us a really good bunch of players, even depending on what league he gets in, we might still struggle.
Yeah,
which I think will be good to show people that like, and this is where I think MFL needs to step in and do something about it. I know that they've done a minimum overall for the leagues because they don't want someone to be able to buy a diamond team, put a full loads of commons and just take the MFL out. But I also feel like they almost need to do something for the bottom.
Just do a level cap or something.
The issue is they can't sell clubs above Flint themselves because they've all gone. So this is where the issue is. They don't want to have something that like, if you're wanting to come in and play in the higher tiers, you're actually not going to give them any money. You're going to be buying a club and giving them the 5% or whatever it is that they take.
Yeah.
Which is where the issue is, because they make the money on those 80% or $80 that you need to pay at the start.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe to combat the issue of, like you said, going higher, if MFL took like the bigger cut, for example, from the secondary market of if we put out a big thing of like, right, from ice up, because realistically, like, ice should still be like, I remember many moons ago when I first joined, like, ice was still supposed to be like a fun league, and you kind of go in there and like you don't really get into the tactics, and then when you get up to like stone and iron, that's when you really need to deep dive into your tactics and look at it. I think if they put on like even an extra surcharge after stone of, right, you can buy that, so they still recoup the money, because at the end of it, I don't want obviously MFL to be out of pocket, but I do agree that now's probably the time of, we've got a lot of players aging out, we've got a lot of newer people probably coming into the platform. We don't want them, like we said last week, being pushed away because Shane's decided to go down to Spark and put a full rare team in there and just obliterate the league. Which obviously, I'm not saying everyone does it, but it does happen. So yeah, maybe like if they take a cut, like a bigger cut, and say, right, you can go up here, but we're going to take a bit more from the seller, kind of thing. And I don't think we're ever going to get the problem solved, because it's never going to be fair for everyone. No. But I do think some things potentially, like, it's going to be a headache either way. Like, I do feel sorry for them in that fact. Like, Lucas is probably going to really have to sit there and look, and Yax is probably going to have to proper sit there and look. But what I will say is, for one, I'll commend the team on the new UI. That is like, I think it's personally beautiful. Like, I think it looks more a professional Web3 game now. Like, everything's perfectly set out, and you know, the one little thing that I really loved, when you came back into MFL and you kind of dragged away the curtain, and then you went into like the new one, and I was like, you know what, even that little detail got me excited. I was like, why am I ripping this away? And then like I was on my phone trying to tap for ages, and I was like, what's going on? And then he started ripping. I was like, oh, okay. But like, even that little detail, obviously I've seen that they're going to be doing a World Cup mode kind of thing, and I do think there is exciting times ahead, but there is still niggly problems, little problems that we should be really like looking at. Like I said, I suggested a formation, but I don't know how long that'd take to implement a formation. But is that top priority? Probably not. I'd say top priority at the moment should probably be like the lower league user engagement.
Yeah, what you could do is like you could have like a beginners cup or beginners league, that if for the new players that buy their new team, they can go in a separate league with only new users. That might be a solution, because then you will only have like that league for those people, and then they can get their like feet wet and get to know the platform before they decide to put either more money in, because you have to put more money in to be competitive.
Well, I think they used to do something like that though, didn't they? Like, you could do it after the season started. There was, I can't remember what the cup was called, but it was like a separate cup for like late registrations and stuff. So like, if a new player wanted to come in, the season's already started, they could get in that. But like, I was just thinking maybe like, you know, like we have like leagues in Iron, it's like 1 to 12 or whatever it is. If you set it and you know your bracket, for example, was when you buy a new club, if you filled out some miniature questionnaire before you bought a club pack, for example, and it said, are you new to the platform, are you know, how do you want to play, they could probably cut you down in a lower league, because it is infamously like the lower in them, like, I don't know, 1 to 12s, the lower you are, it's easier. Like, the higher you are, apparently it's supposed to be harder. Like, you're up against harder teams. So they could just cut you down. Like, you know, you're new to the platform, cut you down. If they, you know, for example, if MFL have got a system that they put in place and they say, right, this guy's got 100 clubs, let's, you know, he's well versed in the platform, whatever, let's put him in like 1, 2 where it is hyper competitive mode, and like just do what you want, go up, you know, do what you need to kind of do. But I think my issue with it is now is, as well as turning new players away, in the midst of turning new players away, you're going to have less competitive leagues because someone's just going to get halfway through a season and be like, right, I can't be bothered anymore. I'm getting battered 20-0 a week. Like, what's the point? Let's just jack it in, and then it makes it less competitive for the rest.
Yeah.
If I think it's just a bit of a.
As you mentioned on the new UI, one of my favorite pages. I'll share with you guys just in case you've not seen it. But it's the competitions page. So you can have a look at the history for the previous season. And I was like, oh, it'll be great that we'll go through Flint and have a look and see who's done well in it. But the amount of teams down here that's got 60 plus points because they're just too good for Flint. You've got a lot of teams with 66 points, which is the max you can get. So they've won every single game, like completely ran away with the league. And it's a lot of the teams down here. And that's, I think, the issue is. And you got people getting 71 goals. Like, no problem with this. Like, nothing against this guy. But, like, I think he's 76 rated down in Flint.
Oh, that would have been amazing if it had turned out they were 52 rated.
I think
God.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, he's definitely going to be like, high rated than he was. I think the whole team was pretty high. But yeah, he's been promoted to Spark. So,
well, this is what I mean. Like, I don't have any issue with like I said, I would do that. That is a me kind of thing. Like, I am hyper competitive. I never will have an issue with someone wanting, especially like if I bought Manchester that's on the market now currently at $200, and I was like, right, I want a second Manchester team, I want a third. Let's get them as high as we possibly can. I'm not going to begrudge anyone for that. But what I am saying is that with that player that's scoring 71 goals, realistically, who could have he possibly turned away from wanting to like really play the game? Because like, if I know with how competitive I am, if I get beat 10-1, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I can't even bother. Like, I'm probably not gonna look at it the next day, kind of thing. I'm just gonna be like, I can't even be bothered. I'll just set my team.
I actually want to see who was in his div last year. Because it'll be interesting to see if anyone is actually if anyone's left or if people are still around. Yeah, he finished with 125 goal difference.
Whoa, have you seen that? 71 goals and the next down is 38 goals from the same club.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Just gives you an idea.
If he was playing 5 at the back.
Look at the assists.
Yeah, that was just from the striker.
That's mental. But to be fair, you would expect that with that team in that league.
But like, I can't see any of these guys down here, if they were to be their only club, to want to do it again this season.
Can I just say, I love that name, Calgary Moosemen. That is a
Calgary
name.
Moosemen.
What a name. Oh, mate, look at the badge.
Oh, we might face him in the Ramble Cup.
I don't like that name anymore. Get him out. Get out. Get off your moves.
He's in the Ramble Cup, so that'll be a good one. Oh, it's
so what have you been doing? So what have you been doing in the preseason, Rico?
So to be honest, my main thing was I bought in a Stone Club, so I got rid of my German Spark Club. Just because it was the one I bought at Stone and got relegated down to Spark, so I'm just doing the same thing. So I was able to sell it for I think $55, and then I think it cost me like £5, and I bought in this Stone Club, the South Korean Stone Club. So all I've done is I've moved the players that would have been in my Kyoto team to the Stone team. The players that were in the Brazilian club to Kyoto, and then the players that were in the German club to the Brazilian club. So I think someone was asking on one of the live chats the other day about if they prefer to pull everyone in one team or across several teams. I've just gone stronger players in one team. It's like Team A, Team B, Team C, and that's the way I've gone for.
Are you envisioning yourself staying with 4 clubs, or are you planning to like get more clubs in, or have you found the sweet spot by having 4 clubs for your agency?
For my agency, I think it's 3 clubs is about what I need for the amount of players I've got. So I've got the Hawaii club, which is the Kev one. But yeah, I think I can't remember how many players I've got. 81. So
yeah,
I think 81, and that's with retired. So it's about 70. So it's enough to fill 3 teams. And that's, I think, the what I'll be sticking with until I get more players in. Yeah. I've got a few guys down here that have just gone 0 as long as they play, kind of thing. But I doubt people will even bite on these until later.
Yeah, and I'm actually really happy because for the amount of players I have, I only have 147 players or something. Got a few more in, but most of them which I'm not selling, and I think I managed to get the club. I think it's only 3 players I haven't gotten a club for yet, so
that's good.
Yeah.
To be honest, if it gets towards the end of the transfer window, I'll probably just put them at 0 and just see if anyone grabs them just so they play.
Yeah.
What do you constitute as your best players, though? Because I've always had the argument of you could have a 54 rated, for example, right wing with 90 pace, 71 dribbling, and 60 passing, but he's only a 54. Well, for me, that's a perfect right winger. I don't need him to shoot. I don't need him to do much else more than run up that wing, pass the ball. Like, I do think sometimes, like, I used to do it myself, where I'd go and buy someone, and I'm like, well, he's an 84. Yeah, but...
So when I search for players, normally I just search for specific things. So if I'm looking for, like, a centre attacking mid, I'm looking for passing and shooting. That's pretty much all I want from them. So I think it depends on the positions. So sometimes I don't really care about the rating, the overall rating. It's more the individual ratings.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say that is, again, a learning curve for people that maybe not looking at, someone that's like, you've got a 66 right back there. Some people might look at him and go, oh, he's 66. He's better than mine that's 62. Yeah, but if his stats are better, you're 62. He's overall a better player.
Yeah, and it's like my I bought in this young Norwegian kid, 21 years old, right mid with right wing, left mid, also availability. But he's got 82 pace, no shooting, 63 passing, 62 dribbling, and he's an overall 58 with a plus. I think +2 at right wing or something like that. But for me, I think he will do. I think he will do brilliantly in Spark, actually.
Yeah, I've got this guy here that I've had him since I started. I think he was in like the first pack that I got, and he's got 90 pace and 77 shooting, but he's 73 overall as a striker. And I was like, those are the 2 main things that I look for in a striker.
Yeah.
Especially with the playing 5 at the back, because I'm just putting the balls long to him. So as long as he can get there and he can finish.
You're going 5 at the back. You're going 5 at the back.
Yeah. I've gone 5 at the back with this team, mainly because I've got this guy that is a right wing back.
Yeah.
See, he's another example. He's a 67 overall, but he's only got 1 stat below 70.
Well, this is what I mean. But then, if we're doing the Shane of 5 at the back, that guy would be perfect for me because he's going up there. He's getting up there. Like I don't want a defending right wing back. That's why I've got 3 centre back.
Exactly. But no, I've gone 5 at the back, especially because I'm up in stone with a team that definitely shouldn't be in stone, like ratings wise. So That's what I've gone for. But yeah, my the other teams aren't priority, so that's the thing. Is I'll focus on our top team, even if it does get relegated, which is what I expect. But the MFL will be used to get more common players next season. That'll be the plan. Just fill it up from the bottom.
That would be my next question, because like for all of us, what are you guys planning to do with your MFL? Are you buying common packs, or are you saving it? Are you Shane's giving away all his, so that's not a big issue.
Yeah, Shane's got his 2 MFL ready.
Yeah,
I've actually got 2.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to be doing common packs when we get to that time. I think that I've done too many times when I go for uncommons and limiteds, and he just never seems to pay out compared to just getting loads of commons and being able to fill out teams at the bottom. I was listening to, I think it was on Wendirk with Nep, and he was talking about how little you actually need to make from a player for it to pay back its 600. If you think about you spending 600 on a player, worst case scenario, I think he said you're getting 20 a season. I think it was like worst case scenario for them. So, and none of my teams are in Flint as well, so it's even better in Spark kind of thing.
Yeah.
That is
what about you? What's your plan?
Probably it depends on how I end up, but I will also probably going to buy either the common ones or the 50 guaranteed 50 to 54 players, because they're more closer, and maybe if maybe will buy one limited packs. Depends on how much MFL I can accumulate. If I have a good cup run, I will basically see, because being like mainly I don't have aspirations of going much higher than Stone. It would be cool with Iron Team, but I as I said, I love playing in the lower leagues and finding gems and playing it a bit like FM. So my teams are always going to be low, and if I get one higher up, I will sell it and buy another one in Flint to try and develop most players, and hopefully sometime when we're in season 50 or something might be sustainable.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's 2 separate games up to like Stone Iron, and then above that.
Yeah.
I've like the whole thing about, and I think it might have been on Wendirk as well. They were talking about them shuffling up the leagues down, because they don't really. If you go up and down, you just keep going between the same 2 leagues. So if you keep getting a league where there's like 3 good teams in Flint, probably 2 of them will go up, and then they're the 2 good teams again. Then. And it just keeps being the same. If you keep coming into it, you're just going to get beat by the same big teams.
Right.
And I think if they started shuffling them, and probably maybe having a look at putting them together. So if there's like 6 teams with uncommons in their thing, they just put them all together instead of separating them.
Yeah, because we get the leagues on. Is it tomorrow or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you already pretty much know what the league is. It's whatever you were on the season before, just with the 2 new teams that have come up and down.
Yeah, you can work it out pretty easy.
Yeah.
And I think with that as well is the conspiring of, is it, I'll go up this season, you go down this season, I'll go up. Like one of them of like, are we going to see that happening with like?
Well, my Kyoto team, it was me and Hella FC that got promoted, and then both of us got relegated. So now, if I put my team back in again, there we're most likely the 2 to get promoted again, and it will just be a yo-yo of going up and down between Spark and Ice.
Yeah, I think my plans are. With MFL wise, I'm probably gonna buy on my next deposit a Spark. I don't think Flint is for what I'm gonna probably pay for a Spark. There's no point in me paying for a Flint.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do is, and I've seen people do this before, is there's a lot of Spark teams available. So if you don't care about where it is from, you can kind of look and see what the teams are like in that div.
Okay.
And you can see if
I
it's
didn't
like,
actually know this.
yeah, because you can, if you know who was promoted and you can see who didn't. And if it's a team that got like 60 points and didn't get promoted, you're like, oh crap, I'm probably not going to be able to get promoted against them. So you keep looking for leagues that are closer.
Yeah.
Instead of being teams where there was like 4 good teams and then the rest were all average.
Some new information. I didn't actually know that it was you stepped in back and forth from the same leagues.
Yeah, you go up and down to the same leagues.
Yeah.
So you can also see, like, for example, the team that I bought had just been promoted to Stone, but I'm pretty sure I know what league they're going to be in by just seeing what happened to the person that won the same league this season before.
Well, I was just looking at clubs there for actual sale. The cheapest at the moment is $59 for an ice that's already got 15% rev share. But 3 players. And I do see them kind of coming back up a bit. Like there's an Oldham there that's like quite close to where I live for 65 and stuff like that. Like I'm gonna try and, so my ideal world would be put 400 in every 4 weeks, buy 1 club for 60, the rest on players. But the sustainability I find that comes from that would be that the club, theoretically, like you said, with net there, should pay for itself after a while, because by the time I get my common packs, even if we sit in Spark and keep on going, we'll just keep on raking in the MFL. Like, ideally, I want to sit in ice, but we can't all get what we want as much as I'd love to. But yeah, like that's where I think I'm probably gonna go with it. Like get limited packs, but the lower end ones, so it's cheaper to keep them just maintained in Spark and just see how they go.
Yeah, I think Spark, worst case scenario, you're getting enough for 2 packs.
And then best case scenario, you're probably not going down.
4.
Well, you're probably not going down either. So
as it's happened to me, I've been.
Well, that's what I mean. You probably
4 seasons in a row that I can't get relegated.
Yeah, you stayed in your league, so it's kind of like
there's just not enough new people joining.
Well, this is what I mean, and this is where, like I said, it's kind of getting stunted. Of like, I think possibly like we could see a lower end MFL uptake, and give some people more MFL kind of thing. Or even if you turn around and went, right, this specific season, we're going to double it. Join now, we'll double your MFL. And you're also going to be in like the newcomers league. So we're not going to have Shane with his rare team.
What I thought would be good is, when they did the trial clubs, where you could take charge for a bit and you didn't need to buy the club, but then if you wanted to at the end of the season, you could. Yeah. It'd be good if they did that again, but just made it like a league for just those clubs.
Yeah, because if you bought that club as well, because I think that's why I have, if I buy my club, the one I have from the first season, I get 430 MFL if I buy that club.
Yeah.
But that basically doesn't give me a player pack anyway. But for me, like winning Spark last year with my winter team, that paid for my limited 55 to 59 pack. It's 2,300 MFL for that one. But I actually think, I bought the one for 4,500 with the cup run money and stuff. So, but then you get the player that's usable in the division. So,
no, yeah, it'll be good to see what they do. But it's good to see that we've all got our season 14 prep done.
Yeah, getting there.
Even if Shane was having some trouble.
Yeah, and you're going for a 5 at the back.
Yeah, it's only on one of the teams. I've got that right wing back that I need to.
It always starts with just one.
Thomas, you're going to be crying next season when you see me whack out 5 at the back.
Yeah, Shane's going to do 5 at the back with Kev's team. That's what we haven't figured out yet. I don't think he's got a right wing back. I've checked.
Mate, right winger can go in right wing back. I don't mind.
Let's actually have a look at
No, but it will actually be real good fun with that team. I think we can have some fun with it, and I think it will be a cool story to follow as well. So, and especially like getting the preseason tournaments in now, it's going to be good fun as well.
Yeah, so I think we're in 2 other tournaments starting tonight. So it'll be good to see what we do on those.
Yeah, Shane,
it's 2 games at a time. There's a lot of games to prep for.
What do you want to say? Like, I'm just gonna knuckle down tonight, win both leagues, exit a champion, and just be like, I don't need to run it anymore. Like, you boys do you. Well,
so there's 6 games tonight, 6 tomorrow.
Well, it'll be good fun, like you said, to actually look at and see what we're doing, because I've not actually moved to tactics yet. Yeah, it is. I was running through it, and I was like, to be honest, I didn't set the tactics because I was like, Kev's a super tactician, so I'm gonna take the tactics like, oh, I done it, but really it's Kev's preset tactics.
I think I set these up in the end.
Did you?
Just because I ran some friendlies.
Right, I'm gonna have to change it now. You made me look silly.
Yeah, I was doing some friendlies against my own clubs, to be honest, and see what the clubs he came up against.
It is still a good team, to be fair. Like, there is the goalkeeper's obviously like 64. I'm just kind of hoping, as well as showcasing what we can do with like at that lower league, showcasing like the progression and how vital
it's a young team.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, like how vital progression can be, because we all know, like, sometimes they pop off, sometimes they're a bit slow to the mark, but I love that 99.9%. I've seen that somewhere.
I thought it's the Shane.
What can I say?
I think he's given us all 33.3, so we'll be able to take good from that.
That'll be great fun. I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Are you guys playing in any of these pre-season tournaments with your own teams, or?
Personally, I'm not, just because I want to try and figure out what's actually going on with my side. Just because, like I said, realistically, I need to like friendly more, and I don't really want to enter a competition and just be like blown away and be like dead upset and sad. Whereas, like, I probably need to send out a few more friendlies, but go into the community and ask for like a range and see what their teams are in. Because, like I said, when I was friendly in with my Iron team, for example, it's bringing me Stone teams. But normally when it does that, I feel like that's a nod to the level it's supposed to be at, kind of thing. Yeah. And it's just not really been.
Trying to think which. Yeah, it was this one here where I came up against this Flint team.
Yeah.
And that's me going out trying to find friendlies with my Stone team.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I need to get back into my groove, because, like, in my last, what is it now? 1, 2, 3. My last 5, I've lost 2-1, 4-2, 4-2, 4-0, 4-1. I'm just leaking goals. Well, I know I'm playing free at the back, and it might not be looking great, but
it might be time to try that 5 at the back, mate.
Well, that's what I'm thinking now. I'm just going to dip out into the air. Luckily,
Thomas is going to leave this.
Yeah, no, I can't do this anymore.
Without even thinking the Arnie Tot song, come on.
But as long as I've seen the results with some with some of the 5 in the back teams, and it does look strong. But it's the same as the 4-1-3-2 formation of the latter stages of last season, which was actually quite strong as well. So it'll be fun to see how that and that if that's a viable formation for next season as well. So we'll just basically have to wait and see and hope for the best.
Well, if anyone's got any right wing backs or left wing backs by the time this goes out, hopefully.
I think this will be going out before the. I'm pretty sure it's before the season starts because this starts on Wednesday.
I only want them now to rage bait Thomas, so it's like, I'm just like, oh, look how great I'm doing.
I actually
the
have
good thing
3.
Is loads of people don't touch them. Left wings, right wing backs.
But I've seen an uptick. So when I mentioned it I think it was Wendirk or something like that, and I was like, has anyone used the 5 at the back? Like, that was after I asked for the formation change, because like I said, please, someone put in the centre mids. Well, someone was saying, like, you just outed yourself as a FIFA rat, because that's the formation I used to play, like, on FIFA. And I was like, but that's how I imagine my football to work. Like, if I was going to manage, I want 5 at the back, because I want the 3, but it's more of like a 3-5-2. Yeah, kind of like that. But, like, again, with the 3 at the backs, it's just not, like, got that kind of vibe to it. So I was like,
it's the Amarin Sporting tactic.
Yeah, like, I want someone back and forth. Like, I don't know, like the guy that you had before with the 60 defending, I feel like that's reasonable enough. Like, it's not rocket science. Just come back every now and again.
Just kick a ball and then running forward.
Yeah, it's just like,
But funny thing is, I actually went out and bought a player for my 5 at the back team for the Wrexham team.
Oh, 1 second.
He's coming around. He's coming around.
But I actually paid stupid money for him. I think I had $12 for this one. Well, a young 18-year-old Frenchman, but his stats looks kind of cool for him. So he's
got good stats for 54.
Yeah, so I basically just told Guido that he needs to play. I don't care about what you do, but you have 2 players that have to play as much as possible and do whatever you want to with the team. That's my only stipulation of running my team.
That is the good thing. That there's been a lot of delegations this season, and a lot of people getting the opportunity to come in and play on a cheaper, like without having an actual club or anything like that. And I think someone was on Harry Trade's stream earlier asking about if there was a way to play this for free. And there is technically, you can just take someone's club and take charge of it and run it for the season. Yeah. I still think the best way is probably buying some players and loaning them out first and get MFL that way.
Yeah.
Well, when I first played, so I played with my uncle. We were obviously, he had his own agency. I had my own agency. And that's what he done. So, like, he decided he couldn't really be bothered with clubs anymore, and he just wanted to loan people out. And he'd always, like, make, like, quite a big profit on players, like, near the end of the season, potential retirement players, like $2 or $3, but it adds up when he's buying 15 players all at once kind of thing, selling them all on. But he always said it was actually quite fun just buying players. But his only thing was with that is that you need higher players. So you need your kind of 80 pluses to get any decent MFL.
Yeah, and I've done that with to get more MFL in. I basically every season since my first season I bought players specifically for Quinny's foundation team, and that generated me more MFL than I won myself.
Was it Jacko that was there last season?
Yeah, and this season I have 4 players playing in Iron, and to combined, I think they will net me around 20% of MFL from Iron, and that could be more than any of my other clubs generate. So
no worries at all, pal. No worries. no worries.
But you have the smallest. You only have 2 of them, Shane. So it's all right.
Well, yeah, no worries. But
when you open packs with that and you start getting with the MFL, start getting some Irish young players, he's going to be crying in that corner.
I'm just going to be like, excuse me, pal, you know that 10% I gave you? Send us that guy. No, but like I do believe that is another thing that obviously further down the line, we're in episode 2 now, but once I get a lot of clubs, I want people to come on and then we give them a club, almost like an interview.
Yeah.
You can take a club, but you can pick any club like apart from like my higher up clubs. But you know, if I've got a club in stone, take it. You think you can do it, prove it, kind of thing. So
to be honest, that is the thing with my 2 Spark clubs. If there's anyone in the comments that wants to try the game out, wants to come on and be a manager for one of those, I'll give them a percentage and we can go from there. Get them started.
And I can join you in on that one as well. I can have the Flint Academy team if somebody wants to. They can come on. Just apply in the comments, basically.
Yeah, just pop in the comments and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
we could be.
I think that's pretty much
next Pep Guardiola
everything we've gone through.
Yeah, I think we basically.
I said we could be out here finding the next Pep Guardiola, and then I will be like, you know what, my Iron team is in trouble. Take it, please, take it.
No, but that's you never know. That's the thing. It's almost 2 completely different games with like running a club and doing the tactics, and you can be good at one and not the other, and vice versa. And that's why I think the delegations has come in really good for it.
Definitely, and I really like the delegation system. As I said, I have Guido doing one for me now, and he did one of my teams last year as well, and barely missed out on promotion. So he did a really good job. So I've given him a worse team with worse players and see what he can do.
You're one of those owners where he comes on and goes, "I've done really well. Can I get a budget?" And you're like, "No, sorry, mate.
Nah.
Half your team's gone. You've got to play with your kids from the academy. Good luck."
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. He has a good team, so it should be all right. But I think actually we're kind of set up for a good season and a fun season, and it's been great fun. So it will be cool to see in a week how we basically started our seasons and if Shane comes on crying or not.
Probably.
When Shane comes in and he's lost the first 4 or 5 games of the season,
just headbutting my camera, like, just help, someone help.
Just sat facing the corner.
No, I'm just imagining now, Thomas, with a Diamond Club, just like, yeah, you've got 54s, and I expect you to win the league.
Yeah.
Guido's just sat there like, what?
You never know. Guido might be the best manager in the game in a few weeks, for all we know.
I hope
That's
so.
true.
I hope so, because Thomas will be on here next week, like,
No, he's good. He is actually really good. So it's
he's going to bring him on just to have a go at him.
Yeah, but it's actually quite fun for him as well, because like he was the first of the guy who messaged me after I got my Wrexham club, because he's a massive Wrexham fan. So he was like, yeah.
Oh, everyone is now, aren't they? Bloody hell, they've all come out.
I'm making no comments on that.
Stop pulling County all the way, boys. That's where I am.
But yeah, but no, it's been good to have a catch up, and we'll be back next week with a quick look at the start of the season, see how things go. If we signed anyone else right at the end, because you never know with these transfer windows still being open. But yeah, we'll go from there. But if you got any questions, we did have someone say they wanted to come on, so we'll probably sort that out in the next few weeks and get people on if they want to talk about their experience, how it is being with a smaller manager. Just pop it in the comments and we'll sort something out.